With the next Skate game in the works currently, and new players coming into the scene playing the previous Skate games, I thought I'd give you a rundown of some history that has been forgotten about. The Skate series has its own history that seems to have been forgotten about. Some inspiration from seeing the history of Megapark, with Luke hitting 100k on Megapark and now the new grind for 60k at the ditch. Here is some history of the Skate series that you may not know of today, or has simply just been forgotten about. Skate 3 is turning 14 years old in May. 14 years of Skate 3. In 14 years, the history has stuck with us, but some has slipped through the crack and been forgotten about. Hopefully I can update you here. Depending when you started playing Skate, or, well, Skate 3, you may have noticed or not noticed that some of the features are not always there. There was a world record for, of course, who got the most amount of board sales sold, but there was also not your career-created teams, but your online teams. It was hard to tell, but back in the day, using the Wayback Machine, we can find out the history of the Skate 3 teams. Before everything got reset and teams was pretty much dissolved, although it's now back online, so that's awesome, but it's all been reset. The world record for the most amount of board sales sold on Skate 3 teams was by the superheroes, if I recall correctly, reaching over 1 billion board sales. Unlike teams like Rise Skating, which mainly focus on the content creation side, superheroes focus all on the board sales, getting points, all of meat, everything to get as much board sales as possible. Even honorable mentions go to 420 Kings, which I believe Sneaky Leroy and Cinematic, legends back in the day at the beginning of the Skate 3's life, were a part of. And the superheroes overall on PlayStation 3 and Xbox had the biggest board sales. Did you know that Skate 3 was also featured on the Guinness World Record book in 2012? The team leader, the controller, along with other members such as Inhale This Truth, Trickmaster, and many others were featured as the most successful creative Skate 3 team, with the record at the time being 120 million board sales. However, PlayStation 3 had their own leaderboard, like honorable mentions go to Team Full Draws, which had the most amount of board sales on PS3. As far as I can get back to only showing 400 million board sales, and honorable mentions as well go to Team G Flip for their amazing hippie flips. Shout out Marcus for G-Town and Team for L, both amazing people and great hippie flippers. There were two ways to obtain Skate 3 back in the day. They were buying the disc out in a store or online getting it delivered to you, or buying it digitally, which is pretty common for these days today, but there was a slight difference between the two. The disc version got updates and patches. These fixed glitches such as the frontside 360 box of it glitch, and many other glitches back in the day, no doubt flying yourself into the air. However, the digital download was still on patch 1.0. This allowed you to go online still and do all the glitches. However, as they weren't compatible with the disc version, you weren't able to play online with each other. It was only when the backwards compatible came out for the Xbox One for Skate 3, it's when the digital download finally got the patch and fixed. It updated the digital download to the disc version. They were both on the same patch and both could play with each other. The benefit being now you could play with all your friends, but the glitches that you could do before online are now all gone. Back in the day as well, there were many contests held for Skate 3. There was even a Miracle Whip contest. You can even see the winners on the official Skate YouTube channel of what they uploaded to win the Miracle Whip contest. And they seem to have won an Xbox 360 and an EA prize package. Back in the day, between 2015 to about 2018, the servers for Skate 3 were very bad. Import skaters was gone, and you couldn't do that anymore. Finding online finding lobbies was not working, and even your graphics from the skate.ea.com that were sent to your game before it was shut down were not working. When the servers were really bad as well, you would only get 15 seconds to vote instead of the usual 30 seconds to vote for any other new challenges or races or anything else. Even pressing the pause menu when you have slow or bad connection, for some reason, would just make the whole game freeze and slow down. Recently as well, whilst helping Dize make his Skate 2 Iceberg video, check that out by the way, link in the description, there was a PowerPoint found showing everything about Skate 2 and how it was made. This was shown in Canada's Game Developers Conference and in Vancouver, which happens to be where Black Box was based back in 2007 to 2010. Unfortunately, the video for this presentation, if there was a video recorded for it, is missing, but the presentation is still available to be seen today, showing you how they loaded up all the textures into one map or one world. Have a look at how the textures could be previewed in game, with exposure rates, how the actual shadow or the skateboard was produced, shadows of your skater, as well as lens effects, Doing their own color correction, working on as well to give that yellow, phasey light, and even look into how rendering works in the game as well. It's a really good document. I would really recommend checking it out. Link is in the description below if you want to check out on how Skate 2 works and how it was built. The one which has recently come to light was that the demo for Skate 1 was different for both PS3 and Xbox 360. The PS3 version of the Skate 1 demo is very similar to release, except for you're just locked into this one map, one area, and you're not able to get out. However, the 360's version seems to be an early build. This build had many different things, such as red sky from when you bailed, a green haze on your loading screen. When you get ×3, the world being way too bright. It needs to be dimmed down. Sunglasses on, please. Cars looking more like Mike Valley here, in my opinion.
You're a skater now. That means no girlfriends anymore.
But as of recently, rediscovered glitches such as getting outside of the bounds on the Skate 1 demo, which was only available on the Xbox 360 version so far, and as well as being able to fall into the void, and flashing images as well coming up on the screen. You can even fall out of bounds into the void, and then as there's no reset timer, just float and stay there. Let's rack up the biggest combo ever in Skate 1. But modders also discovered that this build is so different that it included something else. In the game files, there's a character called Bessie. And Bessie was not really in the PS3 demo or in the full game, but there's a cow that you can skate as. With some mods, they've managed to port it into the full version of the game, so you can play as Bessie. Why is Bessie in this build, or why was Bessie called Bessie in the game? No one knows. My hypothesis is, well, Hall of Meat. In Skate 3, you can play as a meat, so, and what does beef come from? Cows. So, I guess that's the reason why. I don't know. That's literally the correlation I can think of. It's a skating cow. It doesn't need to make sense. When we think of Skate, we think of one thing. The font back in the day, how it changed with each game, being how it started off very paper cutty, the feet worn down, to then Skate 3 being very simple and clean. Which to me sounds like it's just Skate 1 being the beginning, the start of the project. Skate 2 showing how it's been used, how the world is not very skate friendly. And then Skate 3's font is very clean as well, which just represents like how skate friendly is compared to Skate 2 and 1. But I digress. If I said a down arrow, orange, you'd think of the Skate logo, which was a down arrow. However, it was not always orange, and it wasn't always a down arrow. As seen before, Skate started off with many colors, like yellow, blue, red. With my Skate 1 very rare red skateboard, it didn't even have the down arrow on there, and the Skate font was just, it looks like an impact font of Skate. Even on their old videos on their channel, you can see them just using this font for the meantime. The colors, yellows was represented as the Skate, even blue at times. And you could tell that they wanted to use a logo when they started using a star as the logo for Skate instead of the down arrow that we all know and love today. It wasn't until roughly halfway through Skate 1's development when they finally got their signature look of the down arrow and the color orange. Using mods, you can go into debug cam during a replay. During this, you can see how the replay system works and how the actual cutscene system works. You can see AI skaters walking around, skating around, even ones from Skate 2, which aren't actually in the game, or Skate 3, or some which I haven't seen even in Skate 2. You can see peds talking, and with this as well, you can even go into the trick guide area and see the trick guide from a different angle and, well, the first A pose in Skate 3, or any skate game. You can have a lot of fun with this, as you can tell. Also, honorable mentions go to the Skate 3 demo. The Skate 3 demo is unique in that it's the only demo I can think of off the top of my head that has online multiplayer. But not only has online multiplayer, it's still working in the year 2024. So if you have an Xbox or a PlayStation, you can connect to the EA Nation and play the online demo with your friends still. Unfortunately, you are limited to the maps that is provided on there, and you're locked out 20 minutes. Back in late 2010, maybe even early 2011, Skate did a collab with Dr. Pepper for clothing that you can get in the game. You can get a Dr. Pepper shirt, 2 of them, a Dr. Pepper hat, Dr. Pepper character, and Dr. Pepper skate items, such as the vending machine. These were normally redeemed through linking your account to the Dr. Pepper site and redeemed through caps on bottles. But you can type in the code and then get the free items. I believe these were exclusive to Xbox only. However, recently, with modders, they've now managed to put them onto the PlayStation 3, as the files for the shirts are in the game. However, did you know there's a Dr. Pepper Skate 3 picture pack for Xbox 360? And this is what all the items include. Now, to wrap it all off with one thing that I like to do, actually. Did you know that the Guitar Hero series and the Rock Band series are linked to Skate in some way? There's one loose connection. I know what you're probably thinking, how is Guitar Hero and Skate related? At PAX in 2010, there were skateboards handed out to the community. I've got one of them at the moment, which is the Skate Alien one, everyone going 2-pack. And there was another one, which was the Draw Yourself deck. This deck is a representation of a skater getting down packs and getting to the Skate 3 booth where he's being presented the skateboard that is being held or shown to you right now. So technically the image of the skateboard is on the graphic of the image of the skateboard, which is on the graphic of the image of the skateboard, and it just goes on and on and on, but it gets so small that you can't tell. And one of those booths that the skater skates past says Rock Out next to it, and it's where the last Neversoft Guitar Hero was shown, Warriors of Rock, as well as Rock Band 3 was shown there as well. And that's now immortalized on a skateboard from PAX that is collectible out in the wild if you can get one, if you're lucky to get one. So with this knowledge that you've just gained, I decided to quiz my friends, see if they know anything about it. Only 3 people showed up because it was really early for them, and I live in the UK and no one was online, so yeah, there's only 3 of them. Oh well, enjoy. Right, let's go to Kahoot.com.
Kahoot?
Yeah.
I think I've only played Kahoot once.
Yeah, we're doing it now, baby.
Kahoot wasn't a thing until after I left school.
We're doing it now. Bonus points for if you get a funny name.
User entered your channel.
Alright, I'm in.
We just ditch God. Alright, cool. We have 3. That'll do for now.
Do I get an extra point?
You get an extra point, Si.
Yeah!
Right.
Eventually we'll see everyone's.
Okay.
Who had the most board sales in Skate 3 in 2010 to 2015?
I see shapes! I
Yeah,
don't
I do
know!
too.
The circle?
Oh, wait, do you not see? Yeah, can you not join the? Oh wait, hold on, hang on. I've messed this up.
There we go.
I...
EA Skate Quiz. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now I know what I'm getting quizzed on.
Yeah. Who had the
Skate
most
3.
board sales in Skate 3 between 2010 and 2015? Yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell right there. The recording failed. It's just like one. There's like 5 more frames throughout the whole entire video. So I guess I just gotta go over it, I guess. Audio still works, so I'll just put that interchangeable. So add that to the fail counter. Does me right for trying to do something creative. But yeah, I put the same question in twice. I'm dumb. And not only that, I put the same answer twice. Double dumb. That's like 4 fails in like a 5-minute recording. What logo was originally used for Skate in 2007? Well, first Skate one. Right, I'll read out. I'll try and read out. What logo was originally used for Skate in 2007? Well, first Skate one. Nice.
Yeah. I had think about that one.
Who had the most board sales in Skate 3 between 2010 and 2015?
What?
Individually.
We just had this.
Individually.
Oh, individually.
Nice.
Rhombus.
Yes, Trickmaster. Rhombus.
Rhombus always comes in clutch.
Oh,
Yeah.
sigh. Answering faster.
No, that's the bonus Jonas.
Yeah, bonus Jonas. Oh, yeah, sorry, my bad. Next.
I actually did not know. I just like Azo, no. Calplex, no.
Yeah, I put a funny answer in.
I saw Rise in the name. I was like, that can't be right.
What year was Skate 3 featured on the Guinness World Record book for gamers?
Oh, isn't it? I think I got it wrong.
I stole this one from the
I did get it wrong.
2012. What team had the most board sales on PS3?
PS3.
I'm an Xbox player.
Team G Flip,
Oh,
Best, Kush, or Team Full Draws?
full draws?
Yep.
Dude, I'm an Xbox player. This isn't fair.
What? Wait, an actual team? What?
It
Isn't
is.
draws like your underwear?
It is, yes. They were called Team Full Draws.
They had a full ass underwear as their logo?
They had a toilet as their logo.
What?
And, well, this is where my recording just decided to cut out here. So, cut a long story short, Sai won. Close second was Shushabi. And Hurt was on a mobile phone, so he was at like a disadvantage because he had to switch between 2 apps. But we gave him an extra 2k points and he was still third, bless him. And this sums up some of the history of Skate 3 that has been lost. I tried to stick away from the obvious, guys, did you know Rick Roll is in Skate 3? Or ordeal. I tried to think of stuff which is a bit more, not very known to the public. Or if it is, you normally have to be playing Skate 3 for a very long time, back in 2010, to know most of this. Oh, and one last fact. This is competitive, not trick lining. This is trick lining. Competitive is for points. Trick lining is for style. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Take care, subscribe, and like, please. I appreciate it.